I've looked at hundreds of blogs to try to find the best one in the entire world. I've noticed that when I write out my thoughts, I do better in every part of my life. And I wanted to find a place where I could do that is clean, uncluttered, and distraction free so I can organize my thoughts, organize my life, and do better in business. And after searching and searching for the perfect blog, I found it. And it is beautiful, perfect, clean, amazing, and also mobile friendly. It was made by Anders Noren, a true artist and technical genius. In this video, you're going to learn 5 main things: how to get your website online, how to install the perfect design that's right for you, how to add blog posts, how to create your graphics in any style that you want, and how to add any extra pages that you want to your website. But how do we build all of this? We're going to be using WordPress, which is by far the most popular way in the entire world to make a website. And to have your website online spread across the entire world costs less than $50, which includes your own website name and hosting. So how do we get online? Let's do step number 1 and find out. All we have to do is open up a browser and go to hostinger.com. That's hostinger.com and press enter. I do get a commission for recommending Hostinger, but Hostinger is who I use, and it's also recommended by WordPress itself. Hostinger also almost works everywhere. Believe it or not, they'll take your money from wherever you live. To get the best discount on Hostinger, all you have to do is go to hostinger.com/unlock. That's UNLOCK, and press enter. Then you can press get started, and for some reason it scrolls you down about a mile. And you can find the 3 different plans right here: the premium plan, the business plan, and the cloud startup. You don't need anything crazy. You don't need 50 websites at first, so just go with the premium plan and you can always upgrade later. The premium plan itself comes with 25 websites, and I think that's fine. So just click on choose plan. Then it asks you how long you want to go for. The 48 months cost $129, which actually is a really good deal for 4 years. You don't want the 1-month plan because that doesn't include a free domain name. The 12-month plan is a really great plan for $43. And make sure you have unlocked to get the biggest discount, and then just press continue. Then you can enter in your email address and password, or click the little Google icon if you have a Google account, and then click on register. Then you can put in your first name and last name and country and phone number and address and city, and press continue. Then you can pay by PayPal or credit card and just enter in your credit card number right here, expiration date and CVC. You guys know how to do this. Then all you have to do is press submit payment. And once you pay, you're going to see a screen like this. All you have to do is click on websites, and I have a whole bunch of websites, but what you want to do is click on add website, and we're going to be adding a WordPress website because it's a WordPress blog. Then it's going to ask you to put in your login details. You want to put in your real email and a password that you can remember. This is going to be how you're going to log into WordPress. Then just click on next to go to the next step. Then it's going to ask you, do you want to create your website with AI or use pre-built website themes? We're going to create it with a blank theme. Then it's going to ask us to choose a domain name. So this is your website name, like yourwebsite.com. Our plan, if you did the 12-month plan or higher, comes with a free domain name. We can also, if we haven't thought about it yet, use a temporary domain name. So we can just put our website in there and click install WordPress. Now it's going to take a little while to install, a couple of minutes, but with some magic editing, it's going to seem like a flash. So boom, we've created our site, and it's going to log us into the backend or dashboard of our website. But this isn't our real website. If we look up here, we can see this papaya, whip crow, or whatever it says. This isn't our website. This is just a temporary website, and it did this because I didn't use my free domain name. I got this website from somewhere else. So it gave me a temporary website so I could have time to connect it, but you won't have this problem. To get back, all we have to do is click on H panel right here. And then we can close this for now, and we can see that my domain is not connected because I got this from GoDaddy. And if I wanted to connect it, all I have to do is check this guide and just change these settings within GoDaddy. But you probably got your website name from Hostinger, so we can close this and it'll work automatically. If you did get it from Hostinger, your website will look like this one right here. And if you click on it, it'll just work like this. And look at that, you got your website online. It's not very good, but it's a website that's online, and some people would charge you a lot of money just to get here. But let's exit out of there, and to log into your website, all you have to do is press on this WP-admin, and it'll log us in automatically. But if you want to learn how to log into your website without Hostinger, all you have to do is go to your website and then type in /WP-admin. Then enter in your username, which is your email, and the password that you created in the previous step, then click Login. Now we don't need Hostinger anymore for now, so we can close that out, and you're logged into the back end or dashboard of your website. This is where you can make all of your changes and update your website to look however you want. So we've completed the first task, which is getting your website online. Next, we're going to learn how to install the perfect design. If we take a look at our website by clicking on our website name, we can see the design right here. We can already see that it has a default Hello World blog post. Of course, we can delete this later, and we can go back to our main page by clicking on our website name up here. And we should know that when we're logged in, we have this black bar up top, but our users don't see this. This is just for us to see. And if we want to go back into the dashboard, all we have to do is click inside of that black bar on our website name. But your website design kind of sucks right now, so how do we make it better? All we have to do is go to Appearance and go to Themes. Once we do that, we can see some themes right here that we have. These aren't very good either though. So the amazing thing that we can do is click on Add Theme, and now there are thousands and thousands of themes to choose from. I already went through so many, and I think I found the perfect theme, and it's called Beaumont. That's BEAUMONT, and press enter. To me, this looks amazing. You want something super simple like Google that's easy to look at and read, not something complex with all of this stuff on it. We can just click install and it will install it for us, and then click on activate to activate it on our website. Now that the Beaumont theme is activated, we can go back to our website by clicking on our website name, and we see it. It's beautiful. We can look at our default blog post to see what it looks like now, and it's looking really good, really clean, really simple. Let's go back to our website homepage by clicking on our website name. And speaking of your website name, maybe you want to change it. So how do we change this top part or this header up here? It's super easy. All we have to do is click on Edit Site. And after we do that, we can click on our current website name. And we can click on this button up here to see all of the website elements. Then just click on our website name and change it. I'm going to change my website name to My Blog. Then on the right side, we have these pages over here. These pages don't link anywhere, but we obviously want to add pages to our website. So all we have to do is click on Navigation over here, and then click on this menu over here and change the menu to Navigation. This is going to allow us to add pages to our website, and they're going to show up in this navigation right here. But that's for later. All right, you probably don't want your website to say this is Beaumont. You want it to say something else. It's super simple to change it. All you have to do is go up here and click on it and change it to whatever you want. It's the same thing with buttons. All you have to do is click on them, and then you can write in whatever you want. Maybe I'll put in my work to show people my work, and then eventually I'll have a link to that page. But right now that page doesn't exist. We'll learn how to create a page a little later. We can also scroll down here and change this information also. We could put 2025 or 2026, and maybe you don't want it to say theme by Anders. You can make it say whatever you want. Maybe I'll put in something fun like have a good day. After we make all the changes and we're happy, all we have to do is click on save to save all of those changes. Now we can click on the W and click on the W again, and go to our website by clicking on our website name. And now we have a changed website. Super simple, super easy. But we don't want this default blog post hello world here. We want to put in our own blog posts. So how do we get rid of it? All we have to do is go to our dashboard by clicking on our website name and then going to posts, and we see the hello world and just clicking on trash. Now that removes it from our website, and now our website is clean, blank, and fresh. Now let's do step 3 and get some blog posts on your website. If you don't have any blog posts right now, I still recommend that you go through this process just so you know how to do it. Then you don't need to think about how you're doing it when you're actually making a blog post. All we have to do is click on Add Post. Then we can put in the title of our blog post right here where it says Add Title. Then you can just start typing in right here. Or if you already have content or you're copying it from ChatGPT, you can paste it in right here. But now we want to make it look more fancy. So what we can do is just add a space right here. Then we can go over here and press this plus button. And then we can click on patterns to get pre-built templates basically. And we can insert any of these and just click on it. This one looks pretty cool. But for some reason this divider isn't centered and I can't seem to click on it. Let me try that again. There we go. And now we can align it center. There we go. And we can exit out of here to preview what it would look like. And that's looking pretty good, but we need this text to be down here where this is. And we can just highlight it and paste it in. Command V on a Mac, Control V on a PC. And we can delete that, and that is looking pretty sweet. Next, let's try to get a drop cap in here. I think that'll look pretty cool. Let's just click on it and let's go up here and we can click on these 3 dots right here and we can go to drop cap. Let's turn it on and we got it. All right, let's check our blog. Maybe if we scroll down a little bit, maybe we want this quote to stand out a little bit more. So how would we do that? It's pretty simple. Let's click up here on the plus and let's go back to our patterns. And we can go to Beaumont patterns and we can find the quote. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? We could use this one right here, but I think let's use something else. Let's exit out of there and let's just do it ourselves. Let's highlight it and we can go up here and we can go to quote, or we can do the pull quote right here. All right, that's looking pretty good. Let's make it italic and let's align it full width. No, that's a little bit too wide. Let's do it wide width. That looks pretty good. I like that. Next, let's set an image, and the image will be at the very top. So let's go up here and click on posts and set featured image. Later, I'm going to show you how to set these images and make these images, but right now we can just upload a file, any file from our website. And let's just select all of them so we don't have to upload all of them and press open. And then we can wait for those to upload. And with the magic of editing, that's going to happen really quickly. Now let's choose the image we want to choose as our featured image and set featured image. And then we can go ahead and press publish and publish one more time. And now we could go ahead and view that post and we can see that the featured image is right here. Everything is looking really good. We have all of the drop caps and the pull quotes and everything, and people can reply to our post. And I think that's super, super cool. All right, let's add more posts, but now that you know how to add posts, let's do it super, super fast. Just click on your website name, go to add posts, then click on add post, add your title, paste in all of your content, format everything just like before, and add our featured image and set featured image. We're done with this one. After we click on publish, we can add a new post right from here. Then we can do all of those steps again in lightning speed, set the featured image, click on publish, and let's add a new post. But let's do it even faster. Bam, we're done. That was quick. But wait, we're not done. Let's add this pattern. That's different. And now we can copy this and we can paste it right in there. The text was black, so what we want to do is highlight it and then turn the text white. So just highlight it, open this up right here and turn the text white. All right, do a couple little clicky clicks and edits, and we're done with this one also. Let's add one more post in ultra speed, and shablam, we're done with that one. All right, let's go for one more. And of course, we can add in everything like we did before, but I want to show you something super cool. And now that we know how to add blog posts to our website, we can mark number 3 off. And let's go with number 4, how to create graphics in any style. And to do this, we can head over to chat.com, which is going to bring up ChatGPT. And what I said is, can you make me an image just like this with transparency, but it's of an ocean? And look how good it does. This is going to allow you to match any style that you want. You just find an image that you like and have it match. Super cool. So now we can click and download that. Then we can add that as our featured image by just holding and dragging it in. And we can set that as a featured image. Now we can exit out of ChatGPT and let's publish that and let's see what it looks like. And I'm sure it looks great. And our blog is looking super, super awesome. So we've learned how to get your website online. We've learned how to install the perfect design. We learned how to add your blog post, and we learned how to create graphics in any style. The next thing that we're going to do is learn how to add pages. So just click on your website name, and then we can click on pages. And we have this privacy policy page right here, but it's in draft, so we can't see it. But to add a new page, all you have to do is click on add page. Then we can name this page whatever we want. Pages are different than posts because posts are like your blog posts, and pages are like an About Us page, a contact page, an FAQ page. You don't want to mix your pages and posts. That would make your website really, really confusing. So I think I'm going to actually name this About. This will be our About Us page, and we can go ahead and type in or paste in any content that we want. We can also put in an image. If we / and type image, we can just go to the media library and select any image that we want. We can then align it to the center, and of course we can resize it by just clicking and holding and dragging this. If I click center on accident, it'll go back to the left. Then we can click center again, it'll go to the center. Let's make it a little bit bigger, and that looks great. We can also add in a pattern just like we did on the blog page. So we can make some space, go up here, go to patterns, Beaumont patterns, and click any of them and put them in. Super simple. Of course, this divider never aligns, so we can align it. And we can also delete things, of course. We can paste in some About Us text or whatever we want. And of course, we can go down here and we can center this text and make it look cool. You can also highlight any text and you can make it a link. If you want to add anything yourself, we can just start typing over here and type / and then we can find anything that we want. Maybe we want a button, so just start typing button and it'll show up. Another way to add a button is to go up here and we can just search for anything that we want and insert it right there. There are so many different options. So now we have 2 buttons on top of each other, but if we click on this list, we can see the buttons right here. And we can click, hold, and drag this button into the button group. And then they'll go side by side, which I think is pretty cool. Then if we click on the group, we can center the entire button group so that the buttons are centered. And I think that looks really cool. Next, we can add text to it. So maybe we want to say my work, and we want to say blog. And let's make this an outline so it looks really cool. And we don't have a link yet for my work, so we're not going to do anything with that. And that's all looking pretty good. So let's go ahead and click on publish and view our page. Now we have an about page and it's looking super awesome. The my work and blog don't work yet, but we'll get back to that later. All right, let's make our other pages. You should know how to do this by now. All we have to do is click on our website name and then go to pages and then click add new. We can put in work for this page, and let's go to patterns and go to Beaumont patterns, and they have a whole work experience page. We can exit out of there and we can publish, and we just published a new page in a few seconds flat. Now we have the about and work page, and they're looking pretty darn good. Maybe we also want a menu link to the home page. So let's go into the back end of our website and then go to appearance, and this is where it used to be. So they updated it. So let's not go here. So let's go back to our website by clicking on our website name, and then we can click on edit site. Once we do that, we can get to the navigation by clicking on it over here, or a more reliable way is going over here and clicking on header, group, rows, navigation. This is where our navigation lives, and we can see our navigation within here. Let's click on the page list, and to update the navigation, we have to open up this over here, and let's click on navigation. There we go. And we can press the plus because we want to add a link to our home page. So we can just click custom link, and all we have to do is put /. This is a special thing where anywhere on the website, if they click on it, then people will be taken to the home page. And let's switch the text out to journal. No, let's switch the text out to my blog. I think that sounds better. So let's put in my blog, and let's rearrange this. I don't want it to be in this order, so let's go back and let's click, hold, and drag it around. There we go. Press edit and click, hold, and drag it around, and let's do my blog about work. I think that's a pretty good order. Then press save and save again, and now we can go to our website. So let's just remove all of this and go to our website. And now we have links that work. So we can click on any of them. My blog will take you back to your blog. Work will take you to work. It all works perfectly. This is looking super, super, super cool. These about page links don't work. So let's go ahead and click on them. And now that we have the link, all we have to do is just click the link button and start typing work. And it finds that page and it links. And then highlight blog, and let's just put in / because it's the home page. And that should work perfectly. Let's save that and publish it. Let's go to our website, make sure that it works, and we click on it. It should go to my work. Perfect. Let's go back, click on it. It should go to blog. Perfect. This is awesome. So that's it. You guys have learned everything. You learned how to get your website online, install the perfect design, add blog posts, create graphics in any style, and add pages. I hope you love this. Please remember to comment, rate, and subscribe. I'm Tyler Moore. Thank you so much.